coming up.
It's right there.
They just hope he's alive when we come back.
I cannot escape from these people.
8 idealistic young veterinary students descend on South Africa to run the remote Haluvu-Carney Animal Hospital. They will work under the guidance of Dr. Greg, the resident vet, and his health technician and community outreach leader, Gypsy. The animals' lives, and in many cases the livelihoods of their owners, are in their hands. It's a brutal learning ground where they will be faced with the constant threat of physical danger and emotional burnout. Do they have what it takes to become a frontier vet?
There it is, there it is.
It's been a long night. The team heads back to finally get settled into their accommodations. Dr. Greg pairs them up and deliberately places different personality types together. One of the important skills a vet needs to learn is how to work with and adapt to clients and colleagues that come from varying backgrounds.
Wow. Look at this, Niven.
So nice.
Pretty cool, man. Nice. Roommates, man. Lekker, bro.
Yeah, this is really fancy.
Wow, we're completely different. Like, we couldn't be more different.
Well, I'm hoping it's gonna be okay.
Okay, so I'm taking the room and you're taking the lounge.
No. 2 weeks, okay. I start here.
No,
for the
flip a
first
coin.
2 weeks.
You have a
and
coin.
then- Okay, we can flip a coin. I got it.
I'm still getting my cupboard though, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get
Yeah,
your cupboard,
for
it's
sure.
fine.
Okay, that's not perfect. That needs to go. Okay, I need to take them that. We are veterinarians to be. We are not scared of spiders. This is.
What if we chase it into the hole?
No, because then it'll come back and find us.
Get on the bed.
Okay, shit, come on. Okay. Okay, it's moving. Okay.
It's in the hole.
We have to tape that up. That thing's gonna come back and take revenge on us. Hold that piece. There we go. And
Spider protection and wool art.
yes. This has just been ridiculous. Okay, but we can't tell others about this.
No, definitely not.
This has been a bit of a crazy day.
Actually, I'm surprised at how well I'm getting on with Charlotte at the moment.
The rules of the house? No.
Oh, the rules of the house.
Yes, no pets are allowed. Do not leave the station.
Don't mess with Tina. You know?
Happy?
Happy.
Happy with your roommate?
Sure.
Scale from 1 to 10?
Don't get me on this.
15 will be okay also.
Great.
She's different than me. I just can communicate with these people and yeah, I have to manage it.
This place is not even lifted, eh? Yeah, there. No problems with the Tokolossi tonight.
The what?
None of your clothes infringe on my side of the room.
I hope you don't snort.
You're gonna be an awesome roommate.
Yeah, I don't know about you. Is this all you brought?
Yeah,
For a month?
yeah, man.
With your shoes and everything?
Yeah.
Jeez. Come on! Oh, there we go. Yeah, well, just go.
Okay.
Without much rest, the team is up and ready to go again. 4 a.m. is their regular morning call time.
My whole body was just aching. Didn't want to get out of bed, but we had to go.
Haluvu-Carney Animal Clinic, Tina speaking. How can I help you?
Roxanne heads straight for her patient. She decides to name him Ripple. The pup has a fractured leg and no owner. Roxanne rules out an earlier suggestion of euthanasia. She takes on the responsibility for its treatment herself.
If it has to go into surgery, I think I might be paying for it.
The others work on some odd jobs while waiting for case assignments. Niven is hoping that his antics of faking lion sounds during the cub hunt last night went unnoticed.
Shush, we're supposed to be listening.
What is that?
We're out of here. We're not waiting for this.
Niven, can you look after the garden?
Surely you pay somebody to do this. Surely they don't expect you to study 6 years and then come de-weed a patch. Ugh, it's a waste of my knowledge and my skills. Oops, I pulled out a tomato tree.
Drew and Agatha get the enviable case of the day, a wild warthog with a problem leg.
I didn't even try because I didn't want to embarrass myself. I think it's a boy, but I'm not sure now. I'm getting a bit confused. I think it's also a boy. It's a girl.
Rusty on the basics, the thought of treating a wild animal has Agatha concerned.
I was actually getting a bit scared because you can't make mistakes when you're around wildlife. If I'd gone with the Lorraine, I would have probably have been less scared. I mean, Drew is from the US, so I don't expect him to have worked with wildlife.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've got a warthog with a snare around her leg.
Okay, so we're gonna have to dart her. The only thing that worries me is that if she runs and she climbs somewhere and hides away and we can't get to her, and she's gonna get very hot.
Greg will dart the warthog with a tranquilizer so they can safely get close to treat it.
Okay, so Agatha, I want you to watch the breathing, please.
And one person makes a mistake, a lot can go wrong.
Charlotte is assigned to drive out to a local farm to care for an ailing calf. She feels the weight of the responsibility of being completely solo.
It's scary. Driving up, meeting the owner, treating them by yourself.
She's solo and lost.
I don't know where I'm going now. Avsheni, would one of you be able to tell me? Thompson and Lovo. Here, straight.
Straight.
Uyinkinga kukhona amamonyakana uyazi, worms, parasites. Monyakana uyazi?
Yeah.
It is difficult, and it's also a cultural difference. I didn't want to come across as here comes a little white young girl telling you what to do.
Charlotte quickly recognizes the problem, a worm burrowing underneath the skin of the animal. It's a condition called parafilaria.
We need to give this injection.
Charlotte learned from her mistake yesterday and double-checks the dosage before administering.
People who are in practice know what drugs. It comes like this, and they're now trying to page through a book. It was very scary. Okay. That was technically the first client I've ever dealt with by myself. Okay.
Danke, Namenswoche.
I could work here. I really like working with the people.
Do you know which one she is? We're just trying to work out which warthog it is. They all look very similar.
It's right there.
4.5 minutes.
How long does it take for it to go down?
A few minutes.
2 minutes.
Depends where I got it. And then my...
She's down.
Yeah, I'd just give it another minute. Okay, so just keep an eye on the heart rate, the temperature, check it every few minutes, yeah?
It was just nerve-wracking for me.
Yeah, there's something here. There's something.
Is that
It's an elastic.
rubber band?
Yeah. The skin's growing over it now.
So it's also going over it again.
If they can't remove the band, they will have to amputate the foot, which would leave the warthog handicapped and vulnerable to predators.
Brilliant. Well done.
Yeah, okay, while we're here, maybe just check for anything else.
Dr. Greg instructs the students to take some of the warthog's blood to check for other diseases.
So, Greg, I think I have a couple veins. I tried like different techniques and stuff, but just failed at it. It's collapsed spas.
Have we got any more syringes?
I didn't even try because I didn't want to embarrass myself.
Dr. Greg insists.
Okay, you just go in there. Yeah, there we go. It's a very thin needle, so it's not coming fast. Yeah, there we go. Well done.
everyone was like, oh, it gives you a bit of confidence, you know, to be righted sometimes.
They transport the warthog back to a base camp where it can safely recover without becoming lunch for predators.
1, 2, 3. Go.
Let's put her on her.
This side? It's fine?
Okay.
Okay, we'll try.
She'll be safe here?
Yeah, she should. There's a security guard going to watch her. Let's go back to the clinic.
Okay. I think that went pretty well.
Tina is impatient waiting for a case, so she just leaves the clinic to explore the town.
Yeah, I'm not always a team player. Sometimes I need to do things on my own. What is this? Fan cook. Thank you very much. It is called fat cook. Kind of bread that is really fat.
What are you doing?
It doesn't look like I'm doing.
Are you going to weed?
De-weed. Or they can't physically expect me to sit here and pull out every weed amongst all of this. I don't even know what are weeds.
Well, you look good doing it.
I can't put up with this.
Clearly, Charlotte and Niven have hit it off.
We both make each other laugh and crack each other up, and she's just different.
Okay, I'll see you now.
I'm done.
A boy arrives at the clinic with a sick goat. Niven sees it as his ticket out of the vegetable patch.
Okay, Delara and Roxy, are you guys around by any chance?
The goat is just 2 weeks old. It's been dosed by the owners for worms incorrectly, and some of the meds have entered its lungs. It needs antibiotics to clear the resulting bacterial infection.
We had to put in an IV drip for a goat that weighed 3.5 kgs. That's quite a daunting experience.
Do you think we maybe need to check it with Greg first?
Greg's not here, and Scotty's quite in an emergency condition, so I thought we take matters into our own hands.
Roxy's very theoretical, whereas I'm more of a person looking at the problem in front of me and solving it.
Can you help me hold the goat? Okay.
No. There we go.
60 drops an hour. How do you work at that? Because all of a sudden we had to remember these dosages and these dose rates, and in that emergency situation, none of us could remember it.
It is 1 ml per 16 kilos body mass. And if it is severe, it's 1 ml per 10 kilos body mass.
You're so overwhelmed, swamped with not only the panic of this animal dying in front of you, but now you're considering the owner's own emotions right alongside you. It wasn't fun.
Oh, God.
It's a dangerous air bubble in the IV line.
What if we flush it in a bit more?
That's just a problem, then we don't know how much drug we've got in there.
So what's your suggestion?
Either
Pull it off with the port.
pull the air out and then we don't know how much drug we got in, or we leave it going with the air and we know that we've got all the drug in.
Leave it going with the air.
I think so too.
Okay?
Niven sides with Delaray rather than Roxanne.
It was very frustrating.
There's no place to take things personally, because if we were to consider everyone's feelings and opinions when working in an emergency, we wouldn't get things done. At times, you just have to be abrupt and rude. Let's just hope he's alive when we come back.
Niven checks the goat. Despite the air bubble in the IV line, everything appears normal, and it can go home.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
The next morning, the students head out to a cattle call.
Is this when you were fleeing from the lions?
Yeah.
Drew has had a tough introduction to Africa, and as a cowboy from Nebraska, he's looking forward to getting his hands on animals he's more familiar with.
So it's like a great opportunity, I think, to kind of come together in one mission and, build relationships.
Over 1,000 cows are here to take a dip in a medical bath to control parasites. Plunge dipping is the most economical way of treating a large number of cattle against ticks, mites, and other external parasites.
I'm used to nice stainless steel facilities.
The vets start by guiding the cattle into the dip tank.
These cows in the rural setting are wow. They really try and headbutt you and kick you at any opportunity that they can.
Which idiot tied that knot? Hey! Woo! Because I need to cool my hand or something. It's not broken, but it hurts. I am a bit frustrated.
Yeah, it's been a difficult morning so far. They're struggling a bit. But that's what they're here for.
Cattle were getting mistreated. I just hope they, at some point, were able to intervene, or someone's able to intervene and actually teach them how to properly handle the cattle.
Hey, Papa! Stop! You cannot whip your animals like that. Just be careful.
But I don't think an older man like that is going to take too lightly giving him a good talking to.
You've got to be very careful how you do it. Do it in a respectful way.
Where shall this cow go?
As the cattle move through the dip tank, the vets begin to isolate individual cases.
Got him.
I enjoy working in an environment like this because it's challenging.
Can you smell a ketotic breath?
No, there's no ketonic breath as yet.
It was nice to get back to an activity that I knew I was good at it, and I was able to just let loose and go for it.
But first, Drew will need to speak to the owner to get the cow's medical history.
Diarrhea? Okay. Okay, so it's got worms and it's got diarrhea. So
Okay. The communication was really tough. I have no idea what they're speaking.
You've got to get certain information across, what the problem is, what you want to treat with, and if the owner doesn't understand that, it's quite difficult to do our jobs.
Nkabela? Nkabela, yeah.
Okay.
Say, Nam, Simon.
What am I doing here? Hopefully Agatha can help me out.
When you black, they expect me to be almost a translator at times. I'm like, I don't understand, you know?
Yeah, okay.
It feels like my hands are chopped off because I can't speak their language.
I felt like I could look at the cow and communicate better with the cow than I could the farmer.
Oh, ID number. Okay,
Drew is sidelined because of his poor communication skills, so he attempts to be helpful by handing out supplies from the ambulance.
Where is the tick grease? I don't know where anything is in the truck. I don't know the language. I don't really know how to handle these animals very well. Taking the back seat just kills me.
Drew is joined at the ambulance by Agatha, who is happy to stay as far away from the cattle as possible.
I've actually been kicked by a cow once. Oh my word, I hate this.
Come on. No anesthesia or something, no.
No.
Oh, we go.
Okay, chop, guys.
Today's dip tank just seemed crazy. I was just giving general directions. Guys, can I get a hand here, please? Charlotte? I'm struggling with that today, not being listened to.
You know, they're struggling with small things, and you can't do that. But they will get better.
Push. It's so frustrating. I hate it when I don't have the time to make a proper talk to the owner, and when everybody says treat it, do it like that, and just give me the time, then I can do it properly. And yeah.
The owners are also not cooperating sometimes.
I hate to do mistakes because others are rushing.
It's actually like, if you think about it, it's like a life lesson.
I hate it.
After the challenges the vets had in communicating with the locals at the dip tank,
It feels like my hands are chopped off because I can't speak their language.
Dr. Greg has Gypsy give the students a lesson in the local language.
If you want to say hello in Shangani, you can say Awusheni. Okay, Drew, if you want to greet somebody, in the midday, you say Ishikani. Can you pronounce that?
It's Srikale.
Ishikani.
It's Srikale.
Well, Drew is having a bit of a hard time with it.
I started getting the hang of it, but those words just do not come out of my tongue.
Ishikani.
Was I feeling embarrassed? A lot of the experiences are embarrassing.
If you want to shake an older person, you don't shake him with one hand. You have to do it like this with both of your hands. Other can be down or top. Ishikani or outside.
Repeat.
Are you ready?
Yes. The Shangaan lesson today felt like it empowered me quite a lot, and I think the whole group feels the same way because it addresses the most important barrier between us as students and the community, and that's language communication.
It's the end of another long day and time for the students to unwind.
It was a really frustrating day.
But it's been a good day for Charlotte.
It's made me realize that I want to do veterinary science, where before I've had doubts because the studying part of it was killing me, slowly. It's such a good feeling to know you're on the right track.
I think Drew came here thinking that he would be working on this under the same conditions that he's used to in America. I was fussing about it. It was like, yes, I feel like I'm useless because I can't speak the language here, and you guys seem to understand everything. I'm the only one who doesn't.
While the group swaps stories by the fire, one vet, Roxanne, stays in her room with her new friend Ripple. And she's completely disregarding the dormitory's no pets rule.
Do I prefer animals to people? It sort of depends on the person. Do I prefer animals to some people? Yes.
Next time on Frontier Vets.
Dad's coming.
And it just went from bad to worse.
This guy had previously killed a little girl.
Look at the dog scream. Look at the dog scream.